Hi, I just want to ask you something. Are you strengthening yourself to walk with the Lord? And I'll give you an example. Yesterday I was helping my husband as he built a deck, which meant I helped him to carry the very long pressure treater boards, and pressure treated is much heavier. And I sometimes stood on then when he got them he was making the framework for the deck, I had to stand on them to try to help my weight push the board down that he was trying to nail gun in. And in that way, because I work out every day, I felt I was stronger than I was in past times in order to carry those boards, because it didn't really, I was tired, but not the kind of exhaustion that I woke up hurting today from it, with my muscles and everything. And in that same way, when I have my quiet time, or when you have your quiet time, you prepare yourself to walk through your day. My name's Judith Coles, and I blog over at hisunmeasuredgrace.com, where I encourage and help women to equip themselves to walk with grace and perfection and draw closer to Jesus, because Jesus Christ is Lord. And I am going to talk to you today about a tool I use, and a tool I've designed for my own use, but also for anybody else who wants to use it. And it's called the Jesus Journaling Workbook. And it actually comes in color, but I only have a black and white printer. So that's the cover. And it's pretty exciting for me to be able to share this with you, because it took me a long time to get to the point that I had any digital products available on my blog, and now I have quite a few. So what it is a tool. So although I have things that you can use with a specific study, this one you can use with anything that just your daily devotions, or a study on another blog that maybe doesn't have a workbook, but it will help you to get into God's Word and guide you in that a little bit. It's not a Bible study, it's a tool. And so this is the cover, and it's available on my blog. And I have like different pages. I have a letter to my readers, the people who have this. And there's a page that you can put like who it belongs to. You have things to read in it, like the introduction, I tell you certain things about it and just share my heart with you. And here's how to use this journal. I have different pages even at the back that have Bible verses on them. This one has a longer Bible verse, and I have a calendar, 3 years at a glance, and how to use the daily journaling pages. So you won't be at a loss of how to use it. And it lasts for 2 months. That's the beauty of it. So, and you could actually print it off again, because what you do is it's a digital product that you download onto your computer. And this is the journaling page that has scripture journaling, and what I do is I write out a Bible verse or two here. Journaling happenings, I write about what happened in the passage or in the verses. Sometimes you can take just a couple verses and turn it into a whole study, or you can, sometimes I've used this for a whole chapter. And a prayer journal, where I love to write out a prayer to the Lord. And so what you also have, I have different pages, and I have different designs within the book, so it's not all the boring same thing. This is a page that you can do an art journal. It can be stick figures, it can be just the Bible verse you write out. You can color it in, you can paint it in, you can use markers, it doesn't matter. Whatever you would like. But see, this one's different. Sorry, that one's different. And I'm not going to go through each one, but they're different ones. And then there is a couple, actually there's, I think, 3 or 4 because it's supposed to last a month. This is the page where you can put out the different groups of people, missionaries, my family, and the different people you pray for, your government officials, and your friends, your church. There's like 3 or 4 of those. And here's one of these. It's different because I like designing things. And there's a whole bunch, there's a lot of different, quite a few different ones. And it's got enough in it to last 2 months. So you don't have to keep printing it off. That's what I don't like, when I get something smaller and I have to keep going back and printing it. I really don't care for that because I will forget. So you print it off from the digital thing and you will have enough for 2 months. And then at the back, you have these, and you can cut, they're Bible verses, they're scripture memory cards. And they're cards because you can print off each one by cutting. I cut them out, or you can leave them the same if you wanted to memorize them. But I like using them as bookmarks or putting them here or there. There's all kinds of things. See, this one has, I think, a collection of several that I've done because I do them in batches of about 12 pages. And then I share them with my subscribers to my newsletter, which you can subscribe to my newsletter. I will put it in a link when I'm done with this in the description box. And here's meditate and memorize. You can memorize this. This is a verse I just love. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Psalm 27:13. And this is the next verse. And you can put it in a frame. You can color it in. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalm 27:16. Anyway, actually those I think are in color. A lot of this is in color. And then my favorite verse also is, my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory at my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. And that's from 2 Corinthians 12:9. And no matter how rough the road, never, 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 ever give up. Never be a quitter. And here are 10 living fearlessly verses that are listed on here. And I mean, this has just got so much in this whole book. And it is in color. But you can see that if you don't print in color because it saves money, it prints up beautifully. And so I'm just going to go over a few things that I might have missed. I think I went over everything. So that's all that I wanted to share with you today. And remember, the example I gave with the wood, where if you are working out, you're strong to do what